If you're thinking about moving to the Rock, there are some things that you need to know before you pack your bags and move here. Not all is perfect in Little Rock, so I'm going to go over some pros and cons before you move to this state that you need to stick around the entire video before you make that commitment to move to Little Rock, Arkansas. From low housing costs to job market opportunities to so much more that I'm going to go over in this video, so stay tuned and watch to the end. What's going on, guys? My name is Cody. I'm with eXp Realty, and in today's video I'm going to be going over the pros and cons of moving to Little Rock. I made previous videos about what are, the opportunities of moving to Arkansas, and what are the opportunities of, each city that is in Little Rock, or not even in Little Rock, but overall in Arkansas in general. So in today's video, I'm gonna be mostly talking about Little Rock, Arkansas. What are some pros and cons of moving to this city? Because, let's be honest, guys, Little Rock is the heart of Arkansas. We're the capital of Arkansas. So people, when people move here, they want to know what, Little Rock or Arkansas has to offer, but we're going to be talking specifically Little Rock. So we're going to be going over some pros and cons, obviously the obvious, affordability, but we're going to dive a little deeper into that topic. So be sure to watch until the end. I'm going to be diving over some very important key topics that you need to know before you move to Little Rock. And also, guys, if you're looking to buy or sell in this market, be sure to contact me down in the description below. People are investing into these, local areas I'm about to get into. A bunch of investors say, these are the cheapest houses they bought. That's why a lot of people are investing into Arkansas. And if you guys want to connect with me more, or see my daily vlogs that you guys see on my YouTube shorts, be sure to follow all my social medias, my Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Or I post daily real estate vlogs of me trying to hit 100K as a 20-year-old realtor. So if you need a realtor, you need somebody to either relocate or help them sell or buy or sell their home, actually, be sure to contact me in the description below. But without further ado, guys, let's jump right into the video. Number one, the pro. We're going to be talking about affordability. Guys, if you haven't seen my previous videos where I've gone over and over and over about the affordability in Little Rock or in Arkansas in general, the average home pricing is around $200,000 to $250,000 in the Little Rock market. And another thing is that Little Rock or Arkansas in general is actually claimed one of the most cheapest states to actually live in, one of the most affordable states to actually live in. And the thing about Little Rock, guys, Little Rock is, like I mentioned, its average home pricing is around that $250,000 mark. So we are actually one of the cheapest states to invest into. We have houses that are for sale for $10,000, under $20,000, under $50,000 houses that you probably won't get in probably a bigger city that's not like Texas or something. Like they're like, for example, Washington for those little investment houses will go for about $200,000, where you can pay $200,000 less in Little Rock, Arkansas. I have a lot of investors who are DMing me constantly, Cody, what's the Little Rock market looking like? I want to invest in Little Rock. Guys, I got DMs and messages I can show you guys all day. All these investors contacting me about how affordable and how like people want to invest into Arkansas. So that's why I have investors keeping a close eye on the market, there whenever it's a good time for them to invest. So if you are an investor and you want to keep an update on the Little Rock market and join these other investors that I'm keeping constantly updated on the market, be sure to contact me down in the description below. But mostly, other than the affordability that we're going to get to later into the video, is obviously the lifestyle here and the comfortability here. Like I mentioned in my previous videos, this is a retirement state, and there's only so many few retirement states, because almost every state, don't quote me on this, but a lot of other states are pretty expensive. And when it comes to Arkansas, we're a relatively cheap state, so keep that in mind. If the affordability here is awesome, but you do have to sacrifice that with some opportunities that I'm going to get to later into the video. Number two, let's talk about outdoor and recreation. This is another pro. Guys, Little Rock, obviously, this is why they call us the natural state for a reason, because there's nothing but nature here. Mostly deer hunters, duck hunters really come here, during their seasons. Now, don't quote me on that. I'm not a duck hunter. I'm not a deer hunter. I don't know about that. Let me know in the comments if if I'm positively correct about that. But I just wanted to add that to my list, that this is mainly a outdoor type of state. We got a lot of things dealing with biking, trailing, going fishing, like all those opportunities, all those outdoor activities is mainly focused in the state. It's not where it's like a big city where it's like a lot of opportunities or there's a lot of things to do. Sure, there's a lot of things to do in Little Rock, but overall it's just a natural state. So you're not going to do much here if you're not really an outdoor type of person. So really, if you're not outdoor type of person, you're really coming here for the affordability. So if you're coming here for the affordability, you might as well get used to the outdoors. I know a lot of friends and a lot of people who go climb Pinnacle Mountain just for exercise. You know, I never personally climbed Pinnacle Mountain. I want to do it one day, but people literally go there just to work out. And, you know, that's how relatively small this city is. Now, a little pause on the pros. Let's go ahead and get to one con. So one con about Little Rock is the lack of transportation. Guys, I mentioned in my last video that, you know, when you come here, you're really going to be relying on solely just walking and basically just riding a bike. We don't have a lot of transportation other than like those big cities where you see all those, you know, subways, taxi cabs, all that stuff. We don't have that here. So go ahead and get that off your checklist. Mainly, if you don't have a car, if you don't have a bike, get used to walking, my friend, because you have nothing to offer here when it comes to transportation. Like, obviously we got city buses. If you need to take a city bus, we have city buses offered, but there's not much you can really do here. Like I mentioned, this is a small retirement city. So if you're living in a small neighborhood, or you're, you know, this is where I might make a video of this, but about the neighborhoods that you possibly can be close by with the amenities that you need. I might make a video on that, but you really have to rely on getting your own sense of transportation, whether that's a bike, whether that's knowing your way around town, where you can cut your walking distance, or simply just getting your own car. So overall, if I have to rate the transportation score, it is really a 3 out of 10. So don't come here expecting, you know, like it's not Chicago where it's like, you know, you can, I don't know what you do in those big cities, but you get the point. But it's just be aware that there's not a lot of transportation options here. Number 4, we're in the pros now. We're back into the pros. So I mentioned this in my last video, we do have a strong sense of community here. Now, what I mean by strong sense of community is not where it's like a big city where obviously there's bigger communities out there. We're talking about a community where, you know, people are still outside engaging with each other. I mentioned it in my last video. Like I previously said, a lot of people have TikTok. And, you know, a lot of people don't necessarily go engage with each other anymore. A lot of people are mainly indoors type of person. They're introverts. Nobody goes and talks to nobody. I personally, you know, I'm a victim to this. You know, I used to not go talk to anybody. Before I became a real estate agent, before I even started YouTube, I had a lot of, you know, I was introverted before I even started YouTube. It took me a long time to get to this position to even record YouTube videos. Overall, that's not the point. The point is we're talking about Little Rock. How strong is the Little Rock community? And in my last video, I talked about the Heights and Hillcrest. Those are the best communities you're gonna find that's pretty relatively active. There are people you can meet new people there every day. I drive past Hillcrest and every 5 to 6 in the morning when I'm on my way back home, you know, I see a bunch of people, you know, 5 a.m. running, you know, jogging, biking, those type of communities. If you're looking for those type of communities, they still exist today. Don't lose hope, because there's a lot of communities involved in Little Rock, and the Heights and Hillcrest are the best communities to get involved in. Number 5, we're going back to the cons, and we're going to be talking about the weather. Guys, the weather here is so random. I'm not even lying, I swear to God, it's so random. Literally one day it can be sunny today. Right now it's like dark, but it can be sunny one day. The next day it could be storming and hailing and all that stuff. The next day it could snow. The next day it's like 90 degrees. It's so random here. It's no consistent weather here. So if you're coming here for the weather, you're lying to yourself, because the weather here is complete garbage. Like, if you say the weather here is pretty good, you need to reevaluate your researching, because we haven't had consistent weather, at least in the season, for so long. If it's not summertime is like 100 degrees. Like, it's summertime, obviously, you know, it's supposed to be super hot, but you know, when it comes to, like, for example, in the fall time, why is it still 80 to 90 degrees during fall and a little bit during the winter season? So we still have some hot days. Like, literally next week is going to be a cold week, but we're going to have days where it's like 70 to 80 degrees. This is what I'm talking about. You're going to have random, inconsistent weather days. So be aware that when you're coming to Little Rock or Arkansas in general, be aware of the weather patterns, because it's just something you gotta get used to, because we can have the most random weather. It can be sunny today and tomorrow we can have a freaking tornado. That's how random the weather gets here. Number 6, now this is kind of a controversial topic, but this is also, I added this as a pro in my opinion, but the up and coming job opportunities. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, we're going to talk about the job opportunities, and in my previous video I talked a little bit about job opportunities, but I want to add some more to that. Not only did I mention that like bigger companies are coming to Arkansas, like for example like Trader Joe's, Whataburger, and other stores that other businesses that are coming to Little Rock, for example, like big Amazon, like Amazon warehouse. And we used to never have that. Now we have all these other job opportunities that we never used to have. Increased pay rates. People are starting at $18 an hour. Usually it's like when I became an entrepreneur, whenever I was mainly in the 9 to 5 lifestyle. I mean, I'm more into the entrepreneurial lifestyle, but when I was heavily focused on the job, like the minimum wage pay would just be so bad. It's like it's just something you have to like. It's kind of hard. Just know that the days have gotten way better, and because there's more companies, there's more opportunities coming to the state, coming to the city, because like I mentioned, Little Rock is the capital of Arkansas. So what does that mean? More opportunities are coming this way. So whenever you're coming to the state, just know that we do have an up and coming job opportunities, because like guys, I mentioned this over and over, Little Rock is a up and coming, Arkansas is an up and coming state. Don't sleep on it. Even though I know there's nothing to do here, there's not a lot of opportunities, don't sleep on it, guys. It's just everything is going to grow here, so just trust the prospects. But if I had to say this, Little Rock or Arkansas in general is mainly a entrepreneur type of a lifestyle, type of opportunities. Like I mentioned earlier in my videos, a lot of investors are coming here to invest because properties are cheap, guys. Properties are super cheap here. Like you can get a fully like gutted out property that you can rehab, fix and flip, fix and rent for $20K. So if you really want to come here for better opportunities, come here to invest. Which brings me to our last topic, number 7. Our last con is the lack of entertainment. Now, I said this so many times, I bet you guys are getting so annoyed. There's not opportunities, but there's not a lot of things to do here. When I mean Arkansas is a retirement state, Little Rock is a retirement state, I mean that. And it's backed by research. This is a retirement state. This is why it's so cheap here, because there's almost nothing here. We don't have a professional football team. We don't have a professional baseball team. We don't have professional anything. This state is cheap, guys. Not saying it in a bad way, but I'm just saying, just to keep you guys ahead of the form. Like, I don't want to tell you guys, what you want to hear. I'm telling you guys what you need to hear before you make that commitment to move to Little Rock. When you come here, you're looking to retire, or you're looking for better, business opportunities, as in investing or anything that you're professional in. So if you're coming here for, extensive lifestyle, extensive anything, this is not the right state for you. Anything that you're really looking for, that lifestyle, Arkansas is not the life for you. If you're not an outdoor type of person, Arkansas is not for you. If you're not looking to be an entrepreneur or invest in some things, Arkansas is not for you. But if you're looking for all that stuff that I just mentioned, Arkansas is a place for you. It may not be a place for you to live, but it may be a place for you to start. So if you're coming here for entertainment opportunities, we have some, but don't rely on it, because they're not what you think. I'm not a party type of guy, so I wouldn't dive directly into this, but just take my word for it. I've been living here for 20 years, guys, and I'm 20 years old. 20 years, and I can tell you from the bottom of my heart, there's nothing here. There's literally nothing here. I go downtown every day to go work out, and there's nothing downtown. Yeah, it's traditional, it's culture down there, but if you're looking to have fun, yeah, we may have fun every once in a while. There's some things to do, but we don't have that. So keep that in mind. So overall, guys, those are the pros and cons of moving to Little Rock. Or you may add this to Arkansas in general. So before you make that decision, keep those in mind. Keep those on your checklist, that things that you need to know before you move to Little Rock. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, contact me down in the description if you're looking to take action into those investment opportunities that Arkansas has to offer. We have plenty of cheap buyers. Guys, my investors are loving it down here. So be sure to get into the action too. So all my contact information are down in the description. And if you guys want to be a part of the vlogs that I'm vlogging, daily, every other day, of me trying to hit 100K a year as a 20-year-old realtor, be sure to check out all my social medias down below. So again, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Let's get it.